All right. Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakodash. A double honor to the apostles, elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. All right. So this is pretty much a quick hit. All right. And we call it Sedition Update. Okay. Because as of late, you have in Kazakhstan a media blackout of the sedition among men, you know, and basically what's going on. Well, you know what? I'll let this dude explain. All right. And this is 5 hours ago. So, of course, we're not going to hear nothing on in the media about what's going on. It's a media blackout, you know, and, yeah, this lesson is just to say these are things, more to come, so to speak. So here we go. Globally, y'all can see it. It's perfect. Oh, man. Yeah.
January 2022. I don't know who this guy is, Plasma, but I'm subscribed to him now. And I just put up a video from Manyfish saying that Kazakhstan has its internet shut down. And I believe this is why. So you might want to watch this. They don't want you seeing this at all.
Hey, Shalom. This on the comment board. Yahweh Shem Shabbat. All right, so here we go.
An update from yesterday when I was sharing videos about what seems like it seemed like a potential uprising at the time in Kazakhstan. There was a lot of people were tangling with the military there, and some problems with the police, etc. That was happening yesterday. But a lot has changed in 24 hours. A lot has changed. The president has fled the country. The prime minister has fled the country and the government, and the government has been completely collapsed, disbanded. They're trying to flee as we're speaking. The president's son, I think it was, he was meant to take over the secret services as kind of the KGB of Kazakhstan. He's fled the country. The soldiers and military are trying to flee the country, but they're getting stopped by people and protesters, uprisers, basically, who are arrested.
See? Watch this.
Them on the way. I've got some videos of that. I'll show you now. The police are getting arrested if the military are trying to flee the country, but they're getting stopped by people and protesters, uprisers, basically, who are arresting them on the way. I've got some videos of that. I'll show you now. The police are getting arrested if they're not joining them. They're being basically, government buildings are all on fire, and politicians' houses are on fire. Politicians are getting grabbed and arrested, or their houses are on fire. I've seen doctors getting arrested and people pulled out of vaccination centres, etc., arrested, which I have videos for as well. So people are just arresting all of them. They've taken over armories, and I have videos of that as well. They're finding mortars, machine guns, and the guns have come out as well. They've robbed all the banks, and it seems like they're going all out. Great stuff. So anyway, contrary to popular belief or what they're saying on the internet through the news channels or what you'll hear on BBC News, etc., it is not because of liquid gas fuel and the prices that have risen there. That's what they're saying. It's not about that. It's about vaccinations, and it's about the Vax Pass and the need for QR codes, etc.
All right, now we'll release a little bit too much information, but and that's what it's for. Okay. That's what it's for. So, again, people are rising up, and the thing is that's going to be the straw to break the camel's back, so to speak. So, I want to start with 2nd Ezra 15 and 13, and Slaki, I was just wanted you to get those to hold. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and okay.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13. It's like a 15 and verse 13. And it reads, you can start at 12, 14. Okay. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 14. And it reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand to fight, it's like it shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand.
Because that's where the Lord is bringing it to. Okay, people are going to be fighting against each other. All right, this is all prophecy, everything that we're seeing. Okay, which we brothers, we know, we get to identify it, we get to see it manifest itself. So you got it.
says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
See, so they robbing banks, they're arresting the police, the military, and any political figures. You know, they're burning down buildings, government buildings, so on and so forth, which is a sign of things to come. You see, and now over that country, there's a media blackout. Okay, and then it's just going to speak volumes for what's going to come to this place. You know, there's going to be media blackouts. They're going to cut off communications. They're going to, shut down the internet. All right. Also, they're going to shut off the grid and other things like that, which is going to make it difficult for people to, cry out or call anybody or, let everybody know what's going on. And this is pretty much a sad attempt to do that, but still word gets out. All right. But when it comes to good old Babylon, all right, these things are going to be, it's going to get really bad here, man, and that's basically what I was, I'm thinking about America the whole time.
You got verse 16. Well, I'm gonna read it over. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16, and it reads, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yep. See, because that the mandate or the passport, okay, is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because really, this all transpired because they couldn't get their money out of the banks unless they had their passport. You see, and the whole city, the whole city went up in an uproar. And there's going to be the same for here. But see, there's going to be so much confusion and chaos going on as far as communication is concerned. They're going to shut off the grid. They're going to shut off the internet. Okay, and you're not going to be able to communicate with family or friends or whatever. It's going to be chaos like that.
God. So like if I may add too, you can easily see that coming to Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
Right, because look at the mandates, the mandates and these unrighteous decrees that they're putting upon people of New York or even the people in California. You see, Hawaii is in a state of emergency right now.
Yeah,
and it's all because of that serpent bite. All right.
Yeah. So what basically what's going to proceed from these new mandates, man, is going to be unrest, period. Civil unrest. You got it.
Con. Second Ezra 15 and verse 17, and it reads, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yep. So, and these are the times that we live in. Second Ezra 9, and I just want to hit the point on verse 20, 9 and 20.
All
right.
9 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9. Oh, Salakia. Yeah. It's not. Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 20, and it reads, O Lord, thou that dwellest in everlastingness, which
9, 20.
Yeah.
So I consider the world. I'll read it. I'll read this one right here. All right. This is Second Ezra chapter 9, verses 20. It says, so I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. And that word peril goes into what dangerous times, right?
Yeah.
And and that's what basically Esau is that's what he's conjuring.
Yeah, conjuring up.
Yeah. That's what he's conjuring up, what is that? The stability or instability, all right, by forcing his hand, and that's going to drive the people, crazy. And it's through his devices. Okay. Because now you're going to have passports to basically take money out. and to move your money or whatever the case may be. So this devil is definitely making it hard, and this beast system is real. You know what I'm saying? And Jake, you got Jake that's ignoring the signs and the facts, but hey, we're seeing with this new update that hey, as the scriptures say, what it says, it shall speak and not lie.
God.
So we seeing it's not lying, man. It's definitely not lying.
God. In the end, and that's the time that we're in. We're in the end right now.
That's right.
And hey, these prophecies are not only speaking, man. Some of them are screaming, man.
Yep.
Hollering.
Yep.
Like Jake said.
Yep. And I find this, running into this information today, I find this very, very important. Because again, it's going to speak volumes for what's going on. We've been seeing the protests in Austria and Australia and Canada, and certain places where they're cracking down more. And we can definitely grab those precepts.
It's a lot.
Yeah, brother's fast too, boy.
God. Hey, Shalom. The brother in his likeness, Yasharala. All right, read his precept. Matter of fact, I can put it on the screen, right? Yep, there we go. It says the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 8. It shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, he awakeneth. It's like he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh. But God, I see. It says, but he awakeneth, and behold, he is faint. So like I can barely see it.
God.
And his soul have a appetite. It says, so shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that was
because so the Lord is, another dynamic to this as well is that the Lord is driving these nations to peril as well. So that's definitely a dynamic that we need to be able to see. What's coming out of the sedition among men.
God. This one here. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 12, and it reads, it says, blessed is the nation whose God or power is the Lord, Yahweh. Yeah. God. It says, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance.
Yeah.
I think that went back into something that we mentioned earlier. But yeah, we're blessed, man, because we call upon the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, and we lean upon our power, man. All right, through his son Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right. Because a lot of these things that's happening, the Lord is doing for our sakes. We got to understand that the Lord is bringing the world to, to these different straits because, hey, it's our time, it's our time, and it's the time of the Lord's vengeance upon the heathen, upon the 2/3. All right, and that's why we're seeing a lot of these, prophecies coming to pass, man, because the Lord is making it. He's making it happen, man. You got it.
God. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 25. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name, for they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him and have made his habitation desolate.
Yeah. And we're still in a desolate situation, man. While these nations are thriving, which the Lord is putting judgment on these nations, bringing them to sedition. Ultimately, he's going to bring this wicked cesspool, America. He's going to bring this to sedition. All right,
toilet bowl, man.
Yeah,
and just packed full of shit, man. Excuse my French.
Yep.
So like,
you got
it.
Was that the last one?
Yeah, kind of. That was the last one. And then,
that's definitely a dynamic that we need to ultimately see from what's taking place, and again, this is just an update because there's more to come. Well, it's just January, watch what transpires within the next few weeks, hell, even a few days. I know we always say this, but this remains to be true because every time we say a few days, a few weeks, something happened. something happens.
Yeah.
And, you know, things are only going to get worse. You see, especially when, you know, this devil is pushing for, you know, what he's pushing for, the beast system, you know, it's going to force people to, you know, revolt, you know, because the laws are grievous. It's grievous. People ain't trying to yield to this, man. But hey, he has the power to force people to yield to it. They can shut off the different systems, the different utilities, and basically that's where it's going, you know. And that's how it's going to happen here, you know.
Hey,
Then you ain't gonna be able to broadcast it and say, "Oh, look what our government is doing to it." You know,
America.
you trusted them,
All right.
right?
But no, the brother was talking about how Esau can make, you know, Esau's going to force you to do this, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me think of this scripture here back in Rev 13, Revelation 13 and verse 15. It reads, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." All right. And when you go into that word killed, all right, when you go into definition of it, okay, you know, it could possibly mean, you know, physically killed, right? That's a possibility. Down to that, man. This devil is going to start. He's going to come down with vengeance, man.
Yeah.
You know,
the narrative is, if you're not basically, if you're not falling in line, you know, they get to cut off your life support, man. You know, or your sustenance. And that's what this image is. That's what it's speaking. It's speaking. You know, you can't, you know, and that's this is social norms. You gotta abide by whatever this devil is telling you to do. You know,
and that's that image. You know, and this is the image that this you know, that this devil is a forming and painting, man. You know, and everybody has to bow down to that image, man. Yeah. You know, and if
it's not Caesar it's not Cesare Borgia, by the way. Okay, the image is the philosophy is the social setup, the social norms. It's how things is being ran. Icon. All right, and that image is mirrored after the old ways of that Roman, you know, Edomite, you know, their philosophy. You know?
Yeah. So you know, hey, the brother already said it, you know, and also when you go into that word killed, you know, it means being cut off from society. So if you don't get down with the get down, man, you're gonna be cut off.
That's right.
All right. They're gonna say you can't go into the grocery stores unless you got that what's the passport.
That's
you know?
Right. Yeah.
You see, you're not gonna be able to go to the gyms. You're not gonna be able. They're already doing it in Chicago, Chicago, New York City. All right, and it's gonna be all over Babylon the Great in a minute. All right. Hey, they're starting to do it here in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You know, you can't go into certain restaurants unless you have that badge, that badge of honor, right?
Badge of dishonor.
Yeah, badge of dishonor. You know, but I know you called this earlier, Second Esdras chapter 8 and verse 50. All right, and it reads, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world." Because they have walked in great pride.
Right. And the Lord is about to eliminate your pride. Okay. Because he's using this devil to crack down. He's using this devil, and this devil knows, you know, his position on earth and what he's supposed to be doing. You know, I know what I'm here for. God created these devils know that they was created to be the devil. Okay.
God.
And so they're gonna drive the world into you know, peril, man. They're gonna bring it. All right. Which we're seeing. But you know, the people rising up and stuff, that's allowing for the police state and them to justify coming in, doing what they have to do and justifying the means, you know. He said, brother said, what verse was that? That was Second Esdras 8 and 50.
God.
It's lucky. I don't know if that's a brother or sister. So we can't see. We on the phone, so.
Peace, by the way.
Oh, shalom.
I got a precept. It's the book of Second Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 4, and it reads, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right. So these are the things that's coming, man. All right. This is the reality, man. All right. You people are living in this damn fantasy, man, and you're trying to hold on to it for dear life, man. Okay. But hey, spiritually, through the spirit, Apostle Tahar has deemed this year 2022 the year of the turn up, man. All right. Because the prophecies were already speaking, man. Now it's about to start screaming and yelling at you people, man. Yeah.
And well, what you 16 and 19?
No. You want me to get it?
Yeah, second Esdras, because it says these people are going to ignore the punishments that come upon earth, even though they're speaking. So these people are going to ignore them. You see?
God. It's the book of Second Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 19, and it reads, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent are sent as scourges,
punishments
for amendment."
Amendment meaning changes. Okay. Amendment meaning to change or to bring something better. Okay. And the scourges is punishing these people. It's punishing the wicked. Okay. But continue.
Verse 20, it says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Right. So people are not going to be mindful of the punishments that's taking place here on earth. Though we be warning, all right. What was the scripture says? A charmer never charmer, never so wisely, or something like that. We are the charmers, man. All right. And we're singing a song unto you, a fine tune, a wholesome tune that people are just ignoring. All right. Because they're in a spirit of normality, biasy or cognitive bias. All right. Where they think that the extreme can't happen. All right. And you've been duped. All right. You watching the idiot box. All right. And it's telling you and it's giving you a sense of security. All right. A false security, which is not real according to the times that we live in. All right. Very spiritual things that's taking place here on this earth. All right. That's really shaking this earth up and really shaking people's foundations up. OK. And it's only going to get worse. All right. And people are going to be perplexed. People are not going to know what's going on. All right. And it's being generated at a level very intricately, by the way, through the spirit of the Lord. All right. Being put on certain individuals to bring about, certain devastations, certain whatever it is to this earth. All right. However it may come. But again, it's all prophecy. It's all from the Lord. So
I got that scripture that you quoted right here. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 4. And it reads, their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Right. And this is speaking on the wicked. OK. And that serpent is Esau, Edom. All right.
God. It says they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
Right. Because the deaf adder is a poisonous snake. All right. But the point here is that they stop at the ear, meaning basically they're not they don't take any instructions.
God.
In a sense. Yeah.
Verse 5, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely.
Right. And so they're not going to listen to us. All right. Because why? We speak against us alone. All right. We speak against everything that they hold in possession, and we speak against their world. Yeah. All right.
We speak against all the darkness that they love. That they all their evil deeds. All right. Everything, man. The people that they look up to, the devils and demons they look up to. We speak against that.
Sacrifice and pray to
God,
which that ain't doing too much too good for them. Okay, because even the ones at the top, and we're noticing that these evil politicians, these wicked politicians, this wicked system, even at the top, hey, they're going to be having a run for their life. That brings us to Ecclesiastes 12:1.
Okay. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 1, and it reads, it says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
That's when you have your most your strength. All right.
God. It says, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right.
While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
Right. And you're supposed to be mentally removed from this place. All right, because it's a corrupt place that we live in. All right. Anybody with two eyes, two ears, all right, would have been seeing over the years of that this information has been coming out about, what America was really truly established on, not just America, but the so-called white man's establishment, his whole establishment. Okay, his neo-colonialism, everything that he's procured or gotten has been by ill-gotten gain. So everybody's noticed. So run it back, Select.
This book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 1, and it reads, "Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not."
Right, because they're coming. All right, go ahead.
"Nor the years draweth nigh."
Right. So in your strength, that's when you're supposed to be getting this understanding. All right. That's when you're supposed to be searching. That's when you're supposed to be building your faith. Seek the Lord while he may be found. All right. And that's where we at with this thing, because hey, the doors of mercy is about to close. All right. We see what our people are doing. All right. They want to erect false prophets. They want to, create the new Tupac of Israel and stuff like that through this dude, Rap the News and all this other crap, and they always doing that with some wicked dude that's always against the Lord, but we'll continue.
It says, "When thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them."
Because you're supposed to be detached. Go ahead.
Verse 2, "While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds."
And then what that we know the consolation, but people read those things so they understand what time they're in. Okay. And people are not going to understand what time they're in. Okay. When these things shut down. All right. And mainly it's going to be your means of communication. Okay. Go ahead.
And everybody love their phone, man.
Yeah. Because, I think the moon is symbolic for wisdom. And then the sun is, truth in a sense. You got it.
It says, "Nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble."
Right. And that's where we at. The keepers of the house shall tremble. That's going to be the leaders. Okay. And see, and the thing is with how this establishment, Esau's establishment is, it's an inner circle. It's inner circles within circles. Right. And so they all lied to each other. Okay. From the police to the government, they all keep them in the dark about something. All right. Only so that they can manipulate, these different the people on the outer circle to do what they want. So a lot of people really don't know what they do. They're just going with what they're being told. So you got it.
God, hey, puppets on the string, man. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease."
Right.
Because they are few.
That's right. And and the grinders represents the work. Okay. Because really everything is going to be shut down. The future is going to be lost. Okay. And the elites, they want it. That's what they're shooting for. Okay. They want to shut down the society. Okay.
Hey, well, we could see that happening, a hint of that happening right now, man. They are compared, what is it, the great resignation is what they're calling it, because so many quote unquote Americans, all right, are quitting their jobs, all right, by the millions, man. You see?
That's bad.
And everything, and it has to do with the fact that they don't want to take that serpent bite, man.
Yeah.
Continuing on, it says, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Yeah, because what? There's not going to be a future. Okay. It's not going to be a future. It's not going to be no hope for this place. Okay. Because when they say shut down, they mean it. And they're going to shut down society, and they're going to shut down business. All right. And a lot of people thrive, especially the middle class, they thrive off of, having their own businesses. And they have been doing so for some time now here in America. Now the Lord is taking away these certain avenues of sustenance from people. And at the end of the day, it's the Lord. All right. Because he's bringing, the agility, he's bringing the vibrancy, if that's a word, down in this corrupt place. all right, which is altogether is overdue. Okay. And what's about to happen is really, you know, hey, the Lord of revenging that innocent blood. Yeah.
God. Verse 4, and it reads, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
Right. So there ain't gonna be no opportunity. Okay. No opportunities. And you see that emerging. All right. If you have two eyes, you see, you know. Go ahead.
It says, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
Right, because that's what happens. You get up early, you know.
And all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Keep going. And that's it. That's pretty much people's entertainment, you know. We already see we're seeing this place weighing on at every level, you know. And did you have anything else? Because that was pretty much all I had, you know, just to give y'all an update on what's going on in the world. All right. And because again, hey, it's about us. All right. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner you have a full, broader perspective of what's taking place through the spirit, because it's a high, how can I say, it's a high spiritual takeover. All right. And the Lord is, you know, pretty much bringing the world down. Okay. And so that he can make a determined decision. All right. For these people in the world, starting, you know, with us first, of course, you know, because he got to judge the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. All right. That's the mass majority of Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's going to be pretty much eliminated. All right. Because they're not choosing life. They're choosing death. They're choosing the establishment. All right. Which only breeds death. OK. And then he's going to judge these heathen, which we're seeing happen. All right. And it's all happening. It's all happening really to, you know, a specific determination that the Lord has for this place. So in hindsight, with everything going on, you know, it's for our benefit, you know, it's for our benefit. It's for the benefit of the world. Okay. You know, and that was pretty much all we had, you know, just really wanted to be quick, you know, to the point, you know, and at the water for the precepts, you know, and expect more, you know, because it's going to get ugly out here, you know, and that's just the truth. Okay, according to prophecy. Hey, Lord willing, y'all was edified. Until next time, we'll give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakodash. A double honors to the apostles and elders. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing the work of truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.